So welcome back. This is part 2 of the supercharger intake reverse engineering, and I have actually done a few things already, so I can actually explain what I'm doing, because or else it's just really boring watching me draw up sketches and planes and stuff like that. So now we have a 3D scan over here, and what we want to do is on the sketch or on the STL, we can make surfaces and planes for construction properties, so we can get exactly the same dimensions. You can construct planes by adding 3 points. For example, here you have the side of the intake for the manifold, and you just pick 3 points on the plane, and it will create a surface in between those points. So actually the nice thing about the 3D model is that we actually know how the product was made. And what we can see, if we go to the back feature, is that all the intake ports are actually on just 2 surfaces. So we've got an inner surface going here, an outer surface going there, and then there's just a bunch of surfaces in between. If we go and have a look from the top, all the intake ports, you can see that in construction of the intake as well, all the intake ports are just a draft top down, which makes it actually very easy to redesign the intake. I made the inner section of the intake, like all the tubes and the tunnels and everything that goes on the inside of the intake, because that was actually the hardest part, and that's the part that needs to be the most accurate. So that is what I started with, and as you can see, I made it into a solid, and that's for a later stage, and I've tested this already, and I can actually show you. I made a separate body for that. That's still under construction. Still need to add in a lot of features, like all the holes and everything, etc., etc. But what I will eventually do is I take the outer body and I take the inner tool body, and instead of joining them, I will cut it out, and then at an instant I have all the intake ports in the feature itself in just one click. It's looking good. Let's continue on it and try and finish it today, because that would be rather nice. I think I've been at it for about 12 hours so far. It takes a lot of time. So yeah, let's get to it. But first, I need some more coffee. So there we have it. It's 100% completely done. All the holes are in there, all the chamfers, all the fillets, all the measurements. everything is in the file. And it looks really cool because it's exactly the same as that. So what I now need to do is just export it as an SD. So what I now just have to do is export it and clean the intake, and my job's done. So that's it for this time. The intake's now done. Still need to do the cylinder head, but the basis is exactly the same. Hope you guys got a little bit of knowledge about 3D scanning and reverse engineering. If you have a project for me to 3D scan and engineer, just send me an email or give me a call or DM me on Facebook or whatever, Instagram. So yeah, that will be it. See you guys next time.